morning. You are tuned in to Master Brain Mathematics, and my name is Marlies. So today we are going to look at some grade 12 mathematics that is also on the AS level of Cambridge, and we are going to look at the solving of quadratic equations by using the method of completing the square. So let's have a look at an example. So the question is to solve for x by completing the square. And the equation that is given to us is x squared minus 4x minus 5 equal to 0. So let us have a look at what are we to do. So first of all, we will have a look at the term of x squared. We will look at its coefficient, and we would like that coefficient to be 1. So if in any case there is another value here, we need to go and divide each of the other terms by that value. Then our next step is to remove the constant term on this side to get it to this side. So we will be adding the inverse, and because it's an equal sign, we will also add that same value on the right-hand side of the equal sign. Then we will have a look at the coefficient of the x term, in this case -4. We will take this value, we will half it and then square it, and that answer we will add on both sides of the equal sign. And that will leave us then with a trinomial on the left-hand side, a constant value on the right-hand side, and we will then just factorize the trinomial and continue from there to solve for x. So let us do that. So basically we will have x squared minus 4x. We have a -5, so the inverse would be +5. It will cancel out on the left, and on the right-hand side, we will have +5. We will then go and we will rewrite these x squared minus 4x, and then we will add the coefficient of x, which is -4. We will half it and we will square it. And we will do this the same on the right-hand side, which is your -4 divided by 2 and squared. So on the left-hand side, we will be left with x squared minus 4x. And then we have a -4 divided by a +2, which gives you the answer of -2. And -2 squared will give you +4. And then we will have the same on the right-hand side. So we end up with your x squared -4x plus 4, which is equal to 9. We then have to factorize on the left. When we factorize, we will end up with x minus 2 and x minus 2, which is equal to 9. This means we have x minus 2 squared, which is equal to 9. Now we have to solve for x, meaning we will draw the square root on both sides. So we will have x minus 2, which will be then equal to plus or minus, which is important to remember when we work with quadratic equations, the square root of 9, which is then either a +3 or a -3. That means that x minus 2 is equal to 3, or x minus 2 is equal to -3. We solve for x and we find that x is equal to a 3 plus 2, which is 5, or we have that x is equal to a -3 plus 2, which is a -1. And there we have solved for x by applying completion of the square. So we have basically just applied our different steps, looking at the coefficient of x squared, making sure whether we need to divide or not, taking our constant term to the right-hand side by applying inverses, and then also looking at the coefficient of the x term, taking that value, that coefficient, dividing by 2, squaring it, and that answer is added on both sides of the equal sign, and then basically just factorizing your trinomial, and from there on, solving for x. Okay, so there we go. That is it for today. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye and have a nice day.